With that said, it's disrespectful to the title on the pre-show 2 times in a row. That's straight disrespect. For all the talk that WWE was doing about having John Cena do the open challenges and raise the importance of the belt, to have and then have Del Rio feud with him with Kalisto and have everything on a pre-match like 3 shows in a row, bullshit. He didn't do anything. You put it back where it was beginning, not meaning a damn thing. That's WWE's fault. The pre-show doesn't mean anything. And they need to realize that it lowers our expectations, making me not care about the United States Championship. And that's as real as it gets. You need to show more respect for the championship. Put it on the main card. And with the injury we'll get to in a second about Enzo Amore, y'all had the time to do it too. So shame on WWE for wasting John. I don't even really care about John Cena. But he put a lot of effort into raising that belt again. So shame on y'all for not letting him get that up and all that work he did. Just flushing it down the toilet like a poop emoji, whatever it's called. Shame on y'all for that. Anyway, on to the show. I'm not going to rate the match good or bad because it was what it was. Enzo Amore and Vaudevillains. Enzo got injured early. So, off Irish Whip, Enzo, if you haven't seen the clip, go back and watch it. His head bounces off the second rope. It looks nasty, and he just falls and goes to the bottom rope. I know Dr. Ray was texting me thinking it was a whole, scripted thing. I really don't think so. The look he had in his eyes, like after that his eyes were open, he was just dazed, didn't know where he was. I think that kid was out. He was knocked out. And, they were giving updates about the show. The Enzo's in the hospital, had a concussion. And the crazy thing, I was just talking about concussions, about Balls Mahoney getting sick. So, man, that sucks to hear, but at least they said all the other tests came back negative. At least it wasn't his neck, like edge or anything. So, hopefully, it's not going to be a repetitive thing about Enzo getting concussions. It's just a freak accident, and he can continue on. But they say, when you drive, most accidents happen close to home. Like you're driving, autopilot, not paying enough attention when you hit something or get an accident. I kind of feels it normally happens. Like when they do crazy moves like corkscrews, whatevers, or tornado DDTs, Phoenix splashes, 450 splashes, power drivers, nobody's really getting hurt. But then you go to dumbass Goldberg kicking Bret Hart in the head, and a little missed kick, kicking Bret Hart in the head, ending his career, and even recently Neville getting injured for baseball slide. Simple stuff. So maybe people aren't just paying attention when they're doing simple stuff. I don't know, but it sucks to see, and I hope Enzo Amore gets back to action sooner than later, but take your time and do what you gotta do, bro. We're all rooting for you. The only negative thing I would say about this match is it shouldn't even happen on this pay-per-view. If we're paying money for a show, it should be a championship match. No more contenders match. Get the fuck out of here. They should have this match on Raw or SmackDown and had New Day wrestle tonight. And honestly, if it was Enzo and Big Cass with a face versus face match, we got a good guy, it would have made more sense to have New Day versus the Vaudevillains, the bad guys. That should have just been the match tonight, and Enzo wouldn't even got hurt. So that was kind of whack. But just because of injury, just because I felt like I wouldn't get my money's worth, but I'm not gonna hold it against the show just for the injury factor. All right. So the show had a crazy start. We go on to Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. While I wish they had a little more time, maybe 5 or 10 more minutes, I still feel like it was a really good match. It was actually one of their least good matches I've ever seen, to be honest. I've watched these guys for a long time. All the way back to Ring of Honor. I hate to admit I wasn't watching Ring of Honor. They were a tag team. I started watching Ring of Honor when they started feuding. When it first came on when Sinclair bought them out and they were on syndication. But ever since I saw El Generico, ole, 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 and Kevin Owens doing his thing with Scum, I've loved both of them. And they had a crazy ladder war match. That was still their best match together, I think. I've seen the ladder war was crazy. But even the NXT matches were better. So I was a little disappointed with the match tonight. But with that said, whenever they get together, it's magic. Their mediocre match is better than most guys, on the roster, some of their best matches. So I still really enjoyed the match. I'm glad they got the time to shine. And it was a surprise that Kevin Owens won because, he's been getting better at Sami Zayn at every turn, putting through tables, beating him up and all this other stuff. It was a surprise that he got the best of him, but I'm not going to hate on it. I don't think it's going to derail Sami Zayn too much. I'm just glad that Kevin Owens got like a beast. And then it was funny watching him embarrass Byron Saxton and bully him. And then they got to the commentating table. He commentated for the next match, which is really cool. Kept that going, was talking crap the entire match. And actually, Miz versus Cesaro was better than I thought it would be. I mean, it wasn't great by any stretch, but for a Miz match, it was really good. And Cesaro giving all his uppercuts, uppercutting the crap out of the Miz was really fun to see. And even though we saw it coming, Sami Zayn come back out to jump Kevin Owens, it was still the right thing to do. Having him kind of roll into the ring to fight in the ring and distract Cesaro. It was cool because he got the visual tap out on the Miz. So almost like he got the win, but he still lost by the roll up. So I enjoyed how they did it. It was a good way to push it. The only thing was Sami Zayn got powerbombed again afterwards. Sami Zayn, I'm a big fan of Sami Zayn. I hate that he had to look a chump tonight. But, I mean, I accept it just because it made Kevin Owens look like such a freaking beast. So I'll accept that. So besides the injury, which like I said, I'm not going against the first two matches, the show got off to a really good start. And then it went to Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho. They had a really good match. I actually enjoyed it more than AJ Styles and Jericho's match at WrestleMania. So it was really good. I like how Chris Jericho basically owned Dean Ambrose the entire match, and Dean Ambrose basically had to resort to, I wouldn't say outsmarting, but he did the right thing at the right time, just got Jericho in position and kept kneeing him and hit with the dirty deeds when he could and got the win. I enjoyed that. Like I said, Jericho still looks strong. Ambrose, I'm tired of him losing all the time. It's a good thing he got the win, which you don't hear very often. Dean Ambrose got the win, and I also love Chris Jericho's hissy fit / temper tantrum, throwing on top of the table and hitting papers. You stupid man! I really enjoyed that. That was awesome. So, and again, another match, keeping the show going at a really good pace. I enjoyed it so far. It's been really good, and then that's where the show started going downhill. I'll say the women's match, Natalya versus Charlotte, was better than their match at Roadblock, way better. But it wasn't as good as the NXT match, and the ending was crap. And let me just say, Bret Hart had to be one of the most boring matches ever. He stood there like, Bret, for the best, maybe when you were a wrestler, maybe one of the best there was, the best there is, and the best there will be. As a manager, you were blander than old stale vanilla. Just keep it real. Ric Flair is always keep us entertained. You did not entertain me whatsoever, Bret. Not tonight, you did not. You did not. So that's disappointing for you. But like I said, I respect Bret Hart's career, but he's a sucky manager. And the ending, I know a lot of people probably like the throwback to the Montreal Screwjob, but it doesn't make sense. Vince, or I don't see Stephanie or Triple H, why would they give two freaking craps about Charlotte keeping the belt? It made no sense to screw her over unless Rick paid little nature of the table, but still, it made no sense. It was stupid. I mean, it was nonsensical. Why couldn't you just let Charlotte get another clean win over Natalya to legitimize her with her championship reign a little more? I thought the ending was stupid. Just keeping it real, it was a stupid freaking ending. I did not like the match. So the show started going, and for the Women's Revolution, it's probably the worst match they've had since then. And nothing as a Natalya, because like I said, I enjoyed her work at NXT with Charlotte. It was awesome, so they could have put on a really good match. And the match wasn't even that bad until the end, which is really fucking stupid. So yeah, the Divas Revolution's been going swimmingly, but I would say, like, I like their matches at NXT. I like Charlotte versus Natalya NXT, but this is probably one of the worst matches they've had since Divas Revolution because the ending was so bad. The ending was beyond freaking stupid. I hated that ending. And I don't care if you'll disagree with me, the Montreal Screwjob, yes, is legendary, but this ending was so freaking stupid because nobody had any interest in it. Nobody had any reason to screw Natalya in management. And Charles Robinson always portrays a good referee in WWE, so I don't know why they're doing this stupid ending. But the show had been going really good so far until now. So where the show started going downhill. Then you had the talkie segment. I don't know if it was always planned to be this boring between the McMahons, or if it was only because Enzo got injured and they needed to kill time. But I did not enjoy the McMahons talking whatsoever. I did not enjoy it. It took way too long. And for Vince, I don't even mind what he said. That, only my opinion matters, guys. I'm cool with that. And I'm cool with them splitting Raw. It could be interesting, intriguing storylines come from here. I mean, there could be a lot of cool things going on. I mean, I would have rather seen a brand split, but this is cool. I mean, there could be some good storylines going on, but they took way too long to do what they had to freaking do. They really did. And they could have another match. So that just took way too long, and I was almost bored now. After the letdown of a women's match and that long, way too long, half-an-hour talking segment, I was about to fall asleep for the main event. That's bad. So, let's get to the main event. Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles. I have to say it's almost exactly what I thought it would be in a good and a bad way. The good thing is, I knew it would be entertaining, and I knew AJ Styles would pull a good match out of sucky Roman Reigns, which he did. I knew the Usos and the ex-Bullet Club members, Gallows and Anderson, would cause some drama, which was good. So that was good. The bad is, we all knew Roman was going to win. We all knew that even though AJ Styles can carry him, we knew Roman Reigns only wrestled so decent. There's some cool counters, but it was Roman Reigns. Come on, man. Jeez, I can't stand this guy. And not in a I want to boo you, but more like get off my TV way. So it's like... So they have that there. They had their match. They had a couple cool spots at the table breaking. I didn't mind Shane coming out and Stephanie coming out to make it no count out and no DQ. It gives AJ Styles the 2 wins, but not the belt kind of wins over AJ Styles tonight without him really winning the belt. So I was okay with that because WWE is the feud must continue. But I'm okay with it. It was almost exactly what I thought it was going to be. So props for the effort. AJ Styles, my favorite wrestlers of all time. I enjoyed it being the main event of the pay-per-view. I'm glad that WWE and management had faith to put him in that position. I like the intrigue. But we'll see where it goes from here. But like I said, it was almost exactly what I thought was going to happen. So where does that leave us? As far as WrestleMania 32 versus WWE Payback 2016. Where does that leave us? Which was better? Which was better? WrestleMania 32, the tag match was not that good. But I can't compare it to tonight because the tag match barely even happened. I'm not holding it against tonight's show. The women's match was better at WrestleMania 32. Way, way, way better. The main event tonight was better than the main event of WrestleMania 32. So AJ Styles had a better match than Triple H did. At the main event. But I will say the knock against AJ Styles, the Chris Jericho Dean Ambrose match was better than the Chris Jericho AJ Styles match at WrestleMania. Both pre-shows were whatever, and that kind of just leaves us with the Hell in a Cell match. I'm gonna and the ladder match for the kind of championship. Sami Zayn and match with Kevin Owens is awesome, but the ladder match is pretty awesome too. So I'm gonna have to give the slight edge to WrestleMania 32 just because of Hell in a Cell, and it was WrestleMania, all the spectacle. Now, for WrestleMania, it wasn't that great. I wouldn't say one of the worst WrestleManias of all time, but it was a very mediocre WrestleMania. If it was a regular pay-per-view, it would have been like not so good. But it's like, it's a confusing thing to rate. Because like I said, I had a triple threat review last time with Tyrannus and Kid. We all gave it thumbs in the middle. And my final review here is thumbs in the middle for Payback 2. The first half was really good, and the second half kind of fell off. And I'll still give WrestleMania 32 the slight edge. Like I said, it's because of the Hell in a Cell ladder match. So there you go. Agree, disagree, leave comments below.